Change.org is an online petition platform, a platform for social change. This is a place where we provide tools for people to convert the issues that they are most concerned about into campaigns, mobilize people around that, and win them and create social change. So that's what we do. We around the globe we are close to 70 million users, and we're growing quite fast. Europe is one of the strongest components of that. We actually have several million users here, with several thousand victories that are being won every month. Well, there are quite a few components. I think it's about identifying what the issue is, deciding how you want to communicate it, who your target is, what is the change you want, and who are the stakeholders and who will you involve in the whole process. Now, that's the skeleton. But most importantly, the main component is the story, the storytelling. Whose story is it? How do you make people relate to that story? How do you make people be involved in the change that you want to create? So those are some of the core components, most basic components of trying to design a campaign. Well, as a campaigner, I think the world needs more campaigns. And I think the world needs more people, not just organizations, but regular people. What you and I would be without our titles. Those kind of regular people campaigning and creating the change that they feel very passionate about. And I think the European Year for Development is a great opportunity to mobilize people and encourage people to do that. So for people to not just understand the work that the European Commission is doing as development and what they are supporting, this is probably a great opportunity for people to be part of that development and doing much more than supporting, but being change makers themselves. Like I mentioned earlier, it's important to talk about the story of the issue, or pull out a story from the issue. When I say story, I don't mean story of the organization. It does not mean the story of the people from the organization. I mean the story that you can narrate of a person ideally impacted by that issue, and probably a person who's leading that campaign in that way that connects to people. It personalizes the issue, and I think that's what is really important. These are all issues that concern every one of us on a daily basis, and it's important for people to feel connected that way. And the only way you can do that is by talking about these stories, not really insisting so much on data or facts, which is important. But if you want to mobilize people, you need those stories. You need to make people connected to the issue. I think while this is a great step to get citizens more involved, to ensure that there is more awareness about the kind of work the European Commission does, this is probably a great opportunity for people in Europe to be part of change, to initiate change themselves. And I think the European Commission can play a great role through the European Year for Development in supporting those individual campaigns for change. Real change will happen only if every person is involved in it. It's not going to happen only because of NGOs or organizations or big commissions. Big change is going to happen because of regular people. And that's actually what we should be pushing for.